All right, welcome back. We are at the final measure of central tendency that we're going to look at for this course, and that is the mode. So we have the mean is the average, the median is the middle, and the mode is the most. So the last measure is the mode, and the mode of a set of values is the value that occurs the most often. In cases where a set of values has two modes, it is considered bimodal. So we're going to look at a few different cases just so that way you can kind of absorb all of it. So let's take a look at some of our standard examples from earlier. So if we have our 5 values here, so again, we're looking for repetition. What value occurs the most? And nothing repeats. So in this case, we would say there's no mode. Or we could say mode equals none. So no mode in that case. In this case here, well, we did have some repetition. So remember, 4.5 happened twice times 2, and the 6.2 happened twice. Now, there's nothing else that happens 3 times. Otherwise, that would wipe those instances out. We don't care about ones that don't happen the most. We want values that happen the most. But there's nothing else that happens more than that. So these are our modes. So 4.5 and 6.2. All right, so we got no mode, we got 2 modes. Let's take a look at the next one. So we got 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8. Well, what do you think for this one? We got repetition. Let's just account for all the repetition, even though we know it probably not the winner. But we do have a 3 that happens twice. We got the 4 that happens 3 times. 5 only happens once, so we don't care about that. 6 happens twice. 7 happens 3 times. 8 happens once, so that's out of contention. So what do you think? We want the ones that happen the most, and the 4 and the 7 happen the most. So it looks like we got 4 and 7. All right, let's try the last one. Very similar, very subtle difference in them though. So we got a 3, a 4, 4, 4, 5, 6s, 7s, and 8s. Well, again, we got 2 3s, we got 3 4s, we got 3 6s, we got 3 7s. Okay, well, so it looks like, we potentially have 3 modes. Those happen the most, but statistics is funky. In a lot of cases, when you have a lot of modes, they don't like that in statistics. It really doesn't help much to say that there's 15 modes to this problem. So in those cases, we would just say there's no mode. And so what's the cutoff for that? It's 2. 2 is the most modes you want to recognize. If there's more than 2, then they just say there's no mode. So in this case, there's no mode, and that's because there's more than 2. So more than 2 modes. Move my big head out of the way. So it's funky for sure, but just be careful. 2 modes is the most. That's really what's mostly statistically significant. All right, so lists of data, not a big deal. What about a frequency distribution? So what's the mode for this? Don't think too hard on it. What value occurs the most? Well, this one's pretty quick to see that whatever has the highest frequency is your mode. Done. So in this case, the mode is 32. Fine. So just to conclude, we got, in general, a set of values can have no mode, 1 mode, or 2 modes. If a set of values has more than 2, then it can be labeled as no mode. So Hopefully that's clear, but if you have questions, let me know. And that wraps up this section, so we'll see 12.3 in the next video. Stay tuned for that.